and Liz S. from the AgentOwned Realty Co. Hi, Liz. They're out in South Carolina. And the reason that we brought Liz on is because they have our app, AgentOwned Realty, they have Chime, and Liz is really kind of using both systems to the fullest. And she wants to learn even more. So we are going to dig in a little bit today. Liz, tell us a little bit about AgentOwned, a little bit about what you do there. I know you wear many hats, but when it comes to the tech, fill us in a little.
Yeah, so thanks for having me. This is really exciting and a little bit scary, so bear with me. But we are AgentOwned Realty. AgentOwned was started in '92 by Liz Lodeholt and Boyd Lodeholt. Liz had been in the business for years prior to that, and they started this, and it's a little bit of a different business model than a typical real estate firm. Our agents are actually shareholders. They're all our owners. So teams are a little bit different. Like we kind of do things a little bit differently, but we have a good time. It works for us. We cover usually around 450 agents or so. Statewide in South Carolina, like you said, where our sort of home base is just outside Charleston. But we do have 12 physical offices, and we belong to 10 different MLSs. So there's a lot of integration. Wow. That's a big word in my world.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. So what do you do with the agents?
I'm the director of website development, which kind of means if it's on a computer, it's probably going to be me. I do everything from when agents come on board, whether they're new to the business or just new to the company, creating their Homestack app, creating their Chime site, helping them customize both of them, and then teaching them how to utilize the tools that both of those systems provide to really benefit them and get them to be able to just jump in with both feet and not feel like they're constantly trying to play catch up. I'm a big fan of set it up at the beginning so that you have it just running, in the background, and you don't have to worry about it.
That's awesome. So we're also joined by Brady from Chime here today. Hi, Brady.
Hey guys, how's it going? Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, just wanted to intro you too. So we'll dig in a little bit about the app, and then we'll dig in a little bit more further onto Chime kind of once the lead kind of goes in there. But Liz, I do have a few kind of questions for you. As a brokerage, what is the importance of having your own branded app, having all leads and clients on the agent-owned app as opposed to like a Zillow or a Redfin? What is that importance to you guys as a brokerage with your own branding?
I think it's immensely important as a brokerage because it's really important to your agents. And I think that any brokerage that doesn't get that connection is missing out, quite honestly. Having the ability to use your app as really a digital business card. When I'm doing new agent training, I'm saying, look, here's your app, make sure you're logged in. And then when you're standing in line talking to somebody at the grocery store, just hand them your phone, have them put in their phone number, and poof, they have your app. It's our brokerage's logo on their home screen. So that's nice branding consistency for the brokerage, but the agent is right there and they didn't have to do anything. It's just super simple with Homestack.
Yeah. And their leads are tethered to each agent. So that's pretty important too. And then especially when we get it into the CRM as well, that is kind of nice to mention if somebody didn't know that about Homestack and the app in general.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
So what is the importance of having your app and your CRM be able to really talk to each other and alleviate kind of that double data entry that kind of can slow agents down or bog them down at times?
Yeah, that's really it. I think that agents, especially when they're new to the business, but even if you're new to the business, like when we were talking yesterday, I said, I don't care if you just passed your exam yesterday, you still have a book of business. You're bringing that SOI with you. You're bringing a book of business that you already have, whether you know it or not. So you're not starting from scratch. You have people to enter and you want to start day one. So being able to have that app and have that Chime integration where no matter where they're coming from, they're all in the same place. There's only one place that you have to keep track of everyone. You don't have to put them on a spreadsheet and then go into Google and then,
Oh my God.
it's really just been an eye opener, I think, for a lot of our agents, being able to have that seamless, as soon as they're looking at something, they know it all across the board.
Yeah. And they feel supported by you as a brokerage by providing those tools to them, right? They feel like when they come in, they're equipped to get out there, bring in their book of business and really start to work it. That's awesome. You're doing your job, right?
Right.
You have an amazing agent adoption and usage rates for both the app and Chime. What kind of entails your onboarding when it comes to tech? This is not easy to do. And Liz has done it really successfully. So how do you set the agents up from success right from the get-go?
There are a lot of things on the back end before I even sort of give them their toys that we do as a brokerage for them. We, set up all of their email signatures across all of the platforms, and we integrate their Homestack QR code into their Chime signature. So when somebody logs in for that first time, they're getting that, hey, download my mobile app, and vice versa with putting their subdomain through Chime or their custom URL, whatever route they've decided to go, we put that in their Homestack signature. So no matter what's happening, where they're working with a client, how that client finds them, it's all about making sure that they have the same information across the board. And then when we're doing, new training, kind of really anytime I'm in front of an agent, any of our agents would tell you, I kind of just hop up and down about it all the time. Just make sure that
you need to be that cheerleader, right?
Yeah,
no, like you really do. Like use the tech.
Yeah, I think they're all probably like, oh, here she comes, hi. But having that Homestack QR code on every piece of print mail that goes out, having that Chime subdomain or domain, whatever route they've gone, so that we're really directing them to that agent's website. That really represents that agent and looks and feels like them, because every agent's different. And having them understand how they really do sort of hold hands throughout the process, I think is what makes them really understand that using them is going to make their lives easier.
Yeah. My favorite meme from the past couple months is the biggest comeback of 2021 was the QR code. I love that.
It's totally true.
So let's talk about a little bit about lead flow. What habits do you instill in the agents about the path of their lead flow to make them more efficient? Like those daily little habits. I know the digital business card's a big one.
Yeah, definitely. Business cards are great, but at the end of the day, it's ending up on the floorboard of their car or they're putting their gum in it. It's just what happens these days. But with that digital card, you're on their phone all the time, and you can send push notifications. You can reach out right to them through that app. So it's always right there. You don't have to go looking for it. I think that is what we're used to now, kind of as a society with our phones. And then having them really follow through with Chime. Once it's in the Chime CRM, then you've got this whole process. And I'm excited to hear about Brady talk about the process, once they're there, because that's someplace that I really want to learn more about, the nitty gritty of, okay, so now where do we go next? Like, how do we just rocket ship from here?